back to another episode. It's me, Cass, and today I'm back with another story. I've done so many stories, and now I'm back with another one. This story is called I Wish. There's basically a boy, and he wishes for lots of stuff, and sometimes the wishes he wishes for are nice and really cool, but sometimes they're not that great. So let's go into the story now. One day, Peter was playing with his friends just like normally at school. And when he came home, he felt really tired. He came in his bed and there was a storm outside and he got really scared. All he had in his room was his stuffed rabbit toy, and he was really scared because he was really scared in his room all alone. And he said, "I wish I was brave and strong as a lion, so I don't have to be afraid of anything or anyone." Then he fell asleep with his stuffed rabbit toy in his hands and fell asleep. The next morning, he felt a bit different. He got out of bed, but when he touched the door ever so lightly, it burst wide open. I wonder what's going on. And then when he picked up his backpack full of really heavy books, it felt like there was one feather in the backpack. "This is so cool, I'm so strong, I gotta go show all my friends at school this," Peter exclaimed. And then when he got to his school, all his friends were like, "Wow, how are you so strong? Wow, Peter, you're so strong and cool." But when he was in class, he kept knocking everything over. He needed to go to the back to get his books for his class, but he tumbled his chair over and it burst into a million pieces. He was so strong, he broke his own chair. He could never do that when he wasn't that strong. "Oh no, I broke my own chair," and all his friends started laughing. "Oh my gosh, look how clumsy little Peter is. He knocked down his own chair and broke it into a million pieces." And they were laughing and laughing. And Peter got so angry and stomped up and down. "Why did I break the chair? Why is everyone making fun of me?" And the ground shook. Because he was so strong, his stomping made the ground shake like an earthquake. And then he stopped, realizing what he was doing, and he went back home all miserable. He lay down in bed, thinking about what the day he had. "I wish I could fly, so I can fly to the moon, and there'll be no one to make fun of me." And then he fell asleep again. The next morning, he got out of bed, and it felt like he was jumping on clouds. He did everything as quick as he could, and then came outside, and he was flying. He was flying in the sky. He was flying like real birds and eagles. He could see all the nice land, all the nice beautiful waterfalls, mountains, seas, skies. He was having a lifetime up there. He was so happy. It was so cool. Yeah. But then he really wanted someone to talk to. It was a bit lonely up there. There was only some birds who were just, speaking in a bird language, and he couldn't understand. And there was no one around to talk to, and he felt a bit lonely. Even his stuffed rabbit, he wasn't holding his stuffed rabbit. So there was literally no one to talk to, and he felt quite lonely. He spent the whole day in the sky, which was 12 hours, and he felt really lonely. He went back to bed and regretting his wish and fell asleep. And before he fell asleep, he said another wish. "I wish I could wish for anything, and it would just come right in front of me. I want ice cream. I want to play. I want no one to make fun of me." And he fell asleep. The next day, Peter felt normal, nothing extraordinary. But he realized every day, whenever he wished for something, it came true. So he thinks his wish that he wished last night also came true. He said in himself, "I wish I had a giant table full of ice cream." And in the middle of the room, there's a giant table full of ice cream. This is so cool! ice cream, he became so fat and, full of ice cream. And then he looked outside. It was time to go to school, but it was raining. I wish I had some warm clothes and some warm boots to go out in the rain with. And then a nice raincoat and some rain wellies came out. They looked so warm and cozy. He thought this was a big dream. And then he walked to school, showing everyone what he could do, and he was so happy. But then he wanted something to play with. I wish I had something really cool to play with. And then came a rainbow-colored ball right in his hands. The rainbow-colored ball had all colors in the whole world. Turquoise, blue, yellow, green, every color. And it was so extraordinary. He showed all his friends, and all his friends were jealous. They didn't want to tell him that they were jealous, so they just started making fun of him again. I don't want to play with a rainbow ball. It's so boring. Let's go play on the swings and slides. And they will run away. And then Peter felt so upset. He went back home, lying down. He didn't want to wish for anything else, but he did want to wish for one thing, and he did. I wish I could be myself. Then the next day, everything was normal. He didn't have anything. If he wished for something, it wouldn't just appear right in front of him. He was normal. He was having fun with his friends. And then when he was walking back home, he felt like he wanted to do something kind. And then he saw an old woman who couldn't cross the street. So he helped that old woman, and that old woman smiled. A really beautiful smile came on the woman's face. It was so beautiful, way more beautiful than the nice waterfalls and mountains that he saw when he was flying. Peter felt so happy, and he was smiling all the way back home. All the people that he looked at while he was smiling, they smiled back like this. And Peter felt super duper happy. He learned a lesson. Always be yourself. If you wish for something that you think is really cool, like live in a fairy palace, it won't be so cool once you're living in it. Like when he was so strong, it wasn't so cool. All his friends were making fun of him because he knocked down a chair. Always be yourself. If you're fat, if you don't like your skin color, that doesn't matter. God created you in a way that he thinks is unique for you. If he created you with this type of skin color, he thinks it suits us very well. He always builds us and creates us in a way that will help us be ourselves and help us, help us learn this lesson. Always be yourself. God created you in a way that he thinks is perfect for you. There is a really good lesson to learn in this story. Always be yourself. God has given you a nice mom, a nice dad, a nice house, and some nice food to eat. Not many children can have all these stuff, so we are really lucky. God creates us in a way he thinks is perfect. He gives us a perfect families. He gives us a perfect house. He gives us everything that he thinks is really good and perfect for us. So we should thank God for what he has given us. He has created us in a really perfect way. He has given us a perfect family. We should always thank God for how perfect he made us. I think I'm saying perfect a lot of times. And that's a really good lesson to learn in this story. I really like this story. Now I'm going to end the video right here. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video with all your friends. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!